siphoned away from you towards this rift. Lagoon Lass, you're just moments behind. As IgKnight, you're cutting through the remaining 2 power armor guys and the swath of demons that are beginning to descend on you.
Oh no!
Because
Don't you tell me I don't get there, RC.
As you run to the rift and you get your hand right up to it as it closes, scream out, and a jet of fire escapes from you.
Oh yeah,
eviscerating the demons in your vicinity, destroying the magical cells, and rocking the entire facility. Hello, friends. Unfortunately, we ran into some technical difficulties, and I'm very upset now.
The urge I had to unmute and just start dubbing you saying whatever dumb bullshit I was thinking about.
Well, I guess we're just going to be doing this on the fly. I will start with this, though. Welcome, guests and viewers, to House Van Helsing, Through the Fire and Flames. I am your Game Master, RC. Tonight's stream uses Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition, the world's greatest superhero RPG, by our friends at Green Running Publishing. For the uninitiated, the game's main mechanic is a d20 plus an ability modifier versus a difficulty check. This allows it to facilitate amazing cinematic action. Character creation offers unlimited flexibility to create any type of character. The system also has a sort of currency called hero points that allow you to reroll dice, edit scenes, and modify or boost powers in a pinch. They are earned by leaning into genre tropes like setbacks, complications, as well as things like good roleplay and jokes I think are funny, and even ones I don't think are. So let's get started. We'll first introduce the guy right above me.
That would be you, Callan.
Wow, you guys sound robot-y to me. I don't know if that's probably my internet. But hello! I'm Callan. I will be playing Oliver Kenway, or IgKnight.
And since we did not get to the previously on, unfortunately did not run correctly, tell us just a little bit about your character.
IgKnight is a fiery knight from London who has just lost everything that he loved and cared about because his friend, boss, girlfriend, and co-worker just got sucked into a hell portal. IgKnight the Abandoned.
Sucks,
Thanks,
man.
Wiki.
All right, and Callan is joined tonight by the illustrious, wonderful, hilarious Brandon.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandon. I like a long walks on the beach and do porn impression of Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. So, to cover character stuff, Mosey Buzzoff is a revolutionary from the underground who I will not be playing tonight. I'm so proud of that, and I'm so sad that I think Callan's camera froze.
Oh no!
That was really.
Callan?
Oh, he's back. Oh, great! Yeah, he was gone just long enough for me to completely miss the reaction to that. Awesome.
You guys sound so robot-y to me, both of you. I'm pretty sure it's my internet.
It's almost definitely your internet. Are we still robot-y?
Oh yeah.
Did you restart your computer?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any cookies? Try giving them to your computer. I heard they like cookies.
It's not my computer. It's the internet. It's not very good.
Throw a cookie at your Wi-Fi.
I don't think that's going to help, but...
Trust me.
I'll deal. It'll be fine.
You're welcome, Squire.
I still missed who Brandon is playing, too, so that's the funniest part.
Well,
it's okay.
To be fair, we only covered who Brandon's not playing, so...
We only covered who Brandon's not playing.
Yeah, I started describing Mosey, and then I said, and I will not be playing him tonight.
Oh, okay. Good.
I set that bit up specifically to fuck with you, and I feel so cock-teased right now.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, we fade on in, coming off the end of the last adventure, House Van Helsing, The Veil is Thin, and we start in the dungeons of Castle Logar in Dolar Zara, the southern European country that exists between Slovenia and Italy. And IgKnight, you have just let off this wave of fiery rage, and you basically that flame comes down. You're kind of back to your normal fire knight self. As you look around and you see that your flame destroyed the runes that were holding back the cells of various magical users who had been captured by the government of Dolarzara. You see the destroyed corpses of the various demon creatures you had cut through before the rift closed. You see the power armored armor force guards, that work for the government of Dolarzara, and you see in the far distance you see King Enzo Logar, who is just kind of barely stirring awake along with the guards. You see some of these magical users, very kind of weak looking, from their magical energy, having just been kind of sucked away by this rift. They are kind of slowly looking out of the cells to see, is it safe?
Right. Okay. And the portal just closed right in front of me, right?
Correct. Sometime in the last 10 seconds, you just came off of this rage wave you let out, so I would say, it's been more than just instantly.
Okay. So I have a question to ask of you first, RC. Do you know what happens when fire gets really, really hot?
Well, I guess it's becomes plasma technically, right?
Wait. I've seen X-Men. I know the answer to this one. The same thing as everything else.
That's what I was thinking.
It changes colors. It goes from white, or it goes from a yellow to a white to a blue. And that's what you see as IgKnight is just marching towards the king. He's turning from yellow to white to blue, leaving a trail of fire behind him.
All right. So, the king stirs awake, and you would describe he looks like someone who just awoke from a deep slumber. He looks groggy, he looks disoriented, he looks, frankly, a little confused by his surroundings.
You're going to tell me what that was, where they are, and how I can get them back.
And he grabs at his head. I'm sorry, and you are?
I am the gout of fire that is about to engulf you unless you tell me what that was.
And he takes a moment to survey the room. And again, just kind of lets out a breath. When did I come down to the dungeons?
What did he say?
When did I come down to the dungeons?
What is the last thing you remember?
I remember coming down here. Well, it had to have been a couple days ago, I guess. What? It's April, correct?
Is it April?
No, it's June. Wow, way to not rewatch the last episode, Kevin.
It is not April. It is June.
Then I have lost more time than I realized. I'm sorry. Since this is my first time meeting you, or perhaps not, I am King Enzo Logar, and who are you?
I am Oliver Kenway.
Should I know that name?
Considering I just engulfed you in flame and beat you up, I would hope so.
And he slowly kind of gets to his feet and he dusts himself off. you engulfed me in flame? Did you attacked me?
No, I did not protect you.
No, you attacked
You just
me?
took everything I love from me.
I didn't say protect, I said attack.
You said what?
I said did you attack me?
Yes, I attacked you. Sorry, I'm working through robot here.
You tried taking the last beef and cheddar, and I can have none of it.
What, Brandon?
He attacked him over the last beef and cheddar.
Oh, fuck off.
I made a joke about Arby's in the chat, so.
Oh. Not sponsored by Arby's and never will be. I have standards.
Arby's, please sponsor me. I don't.
And so he looks around, and one of the guards is also getting up, who looks similarly disoriented. And he said, and then the king looks to you and says, "It sounds as though there is some misunderstanding occurring. Let us take a moment to gather some information, shall we?"
Right. What information? You're clearly missing time, which means I'm guessing that Arcadia has something to do with this.
And his eyes light up at that. He says, "You know of Arcadia?"
Oh yeah, she just disappeared into the portal with my friends.
Things have not been the same since that witch came here. You said she went through a portal?
Presumably a portal to hell, considering the demons that are lying on the ground came out of it.
All right. And then a few moments later, another guard runs in from outside. He kind of stops for a moment and looks at, again, just corpses of demons and various, combatants, and the fact that the magic users are out of the cells, and he seems to ignore all of that and runs up to the king and whispers something in his ear. I see. Oliver, it would seem that for the moment we are on the same side.
And please explain how that is.
Because you said about, and then he looks at he points to the demons. He says, "These creatures that that came through that portal that you described, that have clearly met their end here. There have been spottings of them across the globe, and there is a coming darkness that our sensors are detecting from both the east and west, enveloping the globe."
So this is happening around the globe.
It would seem so.
You're right. I guess we are on the same side for now. Did you also willingly imprison all of these magic users, or was that Arcadia as well?
I remember enough to know that I did that. But I believe it all seems so foggy, as though it was a dream, as though there was a voice whispering in my ear. Since she is gone and the voice is gone, I would lead those two to be connected. But
okay.
That being said, I must take responsibility for my actions and do what I can to make things right.
I think you can start by freeing all of these people. We're probably going to need all the magic we can get to keep this place safe.
Understandable. And he looks to the guard. He whispers something in Dolarzar, in which you don't speak.
Nope.
And the guard goes and leaves and comes back with a few other guards who seem to have blankets and some food and things, and begin to kind of lead the magic users up out of the dungeons.
So, this city is a walled city, correct?
Not the city does have like some like an outer perimeter. The country itself has a wall, if that's what you're thinking of.
Okay, that might be what I was thinking of.
Yeah, the country has many walled-in areas along with mountainous terrain and seaports. That kind of makes up all of its borders.
Okay. Because I was thinking, well, if this is a walled city, maybe I should tell him, hey, we should try and get as many people in this city as we can. But it's probably not a bad idea anyways. We should probably try and get as many people in this city as we can. The less the points that we have to defend, the better. This is going to be a job that I don't want to do.
And another guard kind of walks up and whispers more to him. And he says, we will worry about the defenses of the city, though I appreciate your concern for Dolverzara and its people. What do you need now? You said something about needing magic users. Is there someone specifically you need to speak with?
Do you know of Merlin? Or how to get in touch with Merlin?
I don't, but... And all of a sudden... There's a crack of lightning that streams down from the sky, leaving an impact crater. And it sizzles out, and you can feel it kind of... you feel like a tingle as though you've just been hit with a ton of static electricity.
But I only said Merlin twice.
And suddenly you see, as the smoke clears, a figure standing inside that crater who stands up.
Come with me if you want to live.
B is for the bones that compose me. O is for oranges because they're tasty. And you're a fucking Nimrod. E, I said it. Fuck you, Elon. M, because I'm the man. Now let me help you if I can. My bones, an arrow always fly. Quite true. My sword will give you an old-fashioned
So much
how
longer than I
do you
expected
do?
it to be.
My jaw is always chattering. Bones are always rattling. And I'm not really sure how much more of this shit I can get away with. Copyright laws. What's cracking, bitches?
And I notice all the destruction around me. Oh shit, what the fuck did I miss?
Oh no. Oh no.
And it's notable that you have, of course, previously met Bone Man before.
Oh, no.
It wasn't relevant at the time, so it wasn't brought up. But it's worth noting now, especially surrounded by these other magic users who haven't met him, and a king and various guards and other humans, that not only is he a skeleton man in a cloak with a bow and arrow made of bone, it's also worth noting that he is fully two-dimensional.
I'm sorry, he's fully two-dimensional?
I'm sorry, I'm fully two-dimensional?
We discussed this, Brandon. That was your idea.
We said that I looked like the stupid drawing. I must have missed that, but I'm not arguing with it.
When you said that he looks like this drawing in comparison to all of the other art in the Mayhem verse, I took
it's
that as
canon.
meaning he looks like a drawing. Like
Sure, it's
fucking
canon.
Paper Mario.
It's canon.
How did we never notice before that?
It wasn't relevant to the story, so it didn't come up.
Okay.
Y'all thought you were just hungover.
I like to think that we didn't notice because of his cloak.
That's dumb enough to where I support it.
Oh, hello, Bone Man.
How's it
Why are
going,
you
buddy?
here? No, well, you know, I've had better times in my life. I've just lost everything I care about. Why are you here?
Sounds to me like you just answered your own question, bucko.
And it's worth noting that despite the lightning strike that brought him into the area, you are still inside. You're like in one of the bigger palace chambers. There's a big skylight up above you with some stained glass, but you notice clouds of darkness begin to kind of converge overhead.
Oh, well, that shit's looking spooky now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So does anyone want to fill me in on what's going on here? I just sort of pop up where I'm needed.
I'm sorry, you just pop up where you're needed.
It's worth
What
noting,
else do you think I do for House Van Helsing?
and it's worth noting, Bone Man, that I'm presuming that you were in the New York office of House Van Helsing or thereabouts, somewhere in New York City before this.
I was enjoying a bagel.
It's worth noting that that's the same darkness you see now had already enveloped New York City, but nothing seemed to have occurred priorly.
Oh, this shit again. You want to go ahead and elaborate on what this shit is? It's been all over New York, fucking up my tan.
We lost Callan.
I'll never know about my tan.
Well, got him back.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there, but I'm here.
I don't know what happened either. What the fuck's going on with the sky?
Yeah, that is quite strange. I hope it's not demons. That would be really bad.
Demon. And I turn to a random guard. Hi there, be not alarmed. I'm a skeleton. What the fuck is happening?
Be not alarmed. I am a skeleton.
Give me 1 second. I was putting a note in the chat for everybody.
Be not alarmed. I am a skeleton.
And despite your kind warning, this guard does look alarmed enough. But what did you ask again? What was the exact question?
Be not alarmed. I'm a skeleton. What the hell is happening?
Ah, yes. What the hell? Quite good phrasing.
Wait, actually, nope. This is worth asking. What languages does Bone Man speak on his character sheet?
Ghost? What a fantastic question. English.
Well, in that case, he starts speaking Dolar Zarin. But you're in luck, as only you are able to see as a ghostly apparition makes its way through the wall, observing all of the chaos.
Oh, shit. You there. You could be extraordinarily useful.
And IgKnight, it's worth noting that you cannot see this being that Bone Man is speaking with.
Wonderful.
And the apparition looks to you. You can see me.
Well, sure. I'm dead too.
Surprisingly logical. What questions did you have?
So the breathies are being really unhelpful right now. What the fuck is happening?
All right, I'm giving you both hero points for how well you've been handling all this.
Thank you.
I guess I just want to double check, Brandon. Are you just looking for a general recap of the previous events, or are you looking at this person, asking this person broadly? Do you understand the greater things that are occurring?
I mean, I guess a little of column A, a little of column B. I'm playing this as Bone Man just sort of like zooped in and has no idea what's going on because I didn't watch the last stream.
Fair enough. And the ghost looks at you and goes, "Well, that one," and gestures towards the king, was under the spell of some witch, it would seem, and driven to madness, imprisoned magic users seeking sanctuary here.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, both had tale of prophecy. One that magic users would destroy the country and kill the people. The other that magic users would be safe here. And
That's a little contradictory now, isn't it?
yeah, it's peculiar, isn't it?
Dude, that's kind of fucked.
And then that one gestures to IgKnight. Brought some friends in, and they did battle with the witch, but also the king, and also they opened up a crack in the universe, and demons flowed through. Looked pretty nasty.
That sounds like a real cluster.
Tangible.
Dude, had to be a huge relief. Sometimes I wish I was more like you.
IgKnight, how are you responding to him having a full-on conversation with nothing from your perspective?
You know, I think IgKnight has gone from extremely pissed off, very sad, to what the absolute hell is happening?
Yeah, you're welcome for the distraction.
I think his armor has just come off because he's no longer focusing on anything that's happening.
Wait, sorry, what was that last bit?
His armor has his armor has turned off because he is so confused by the entire situation.
You ever have your plot derailed so hard that you go out of the Magic Girl transformation?
So yeah, and then that basically led way to, basically they said that yeah, and then a bunch of them jumped through the portal. That one didn't make it. Seems
that
very upset
explains
about
a
it,
few
though,
things.
frankly.
I'd be really upset too. That explains a few things about his demeanor.
Yes. So, and then he looks up to the sky. I'm assuming this is related.
I guess that would make sense. Well, as a final question, how are you doing? You handling this well? Oh yeah, well.
I'm not bothered by this in the least. This is a problem of the breathies, not me.
Oh, I wish that was true of me.
Breathing is to this ghost as Landys is to Yardak.
To be fair, Brandon said breathies first.
Oh, okay. I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Well, that was extraordinarily useful. Thank you very much, and float on, my man.
Yes, good luck. Hope things get better for your friend.
Something like that.
And with that, I spin on a heel.
All right, so portal situation. Fucked. What do you know about it, eh?
Dude, Bone Man's a skeleton. He's seen shit before. He's not really that phased yet.
I think IgKnight literally just takes his hands, puts them together up to his face like this, and just takes a deep breath in.
I was thinking that IgKnight should be, or I'm thinking that Bone Man should be phased by being randomly teleported here, but then I remembered that's how he got to the Mayhemverse.
Yeah, not only is that like how I got here, but also I've kind of established this is sort of what they do with me.
I'll be sitting there having a good time. All right, I think the Eagles are gonna win this. Yeah.
So, please tell me Merlin didn't send you.
I was sent by the Van Helsings, probably because all the other ones went missing.
Okay. Right. So I'm sorry, what was your question about this situation?
I mean, I guess that was the question. What the fuck's up with the portal?
Okay. We got here because all of these magic users were imprisoned.
Yeah, I got that part. Magic users who are fighting some kind of evil witch thing.
Right, we came here to free them. We had a plan. A hell portal opened up. Arachne found the person that made her Arachne. Arachne dragged said person through hell portal.
Well, who the hell was that?
What?
Who the hell dragged them through the portal? I need names, mister.
Arachne dragged Arcadia through the portal.
Okay, finally, I got a name. Can I roll to see if I recognize Arcadia?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Would that be expertise history?
Yeah.
All right.
And also, if you want to roll a second check, we'll see about how much you know about Dolarzara, like where you are.
Okay, well, that's a 10 on the dice, and then plus 10, so that's an unnatural 20 on Arcadia. And that's even better for that, 15 on the dice, so 25 for Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Basically.
So you are quite familiar with Dolarzara. You know that, you've known about the kind of transition of magic users there, and about the general fact that the country is very isolationist and very closed off. You didn't obviously know to the same extent that the rest of the European branch of House Van Helsing was, or the London branch, I should say. And you know, like King Enzo Logar, you know a little bit. You know a little bit about the history of the lineage and such. And as for Arcadia, you are familiar through Arachne, as that is like who kind of sired her, for lack of a better term, and that they've kind of essentially deal with kind of a reincarnation fight through time with each other.
Arachne and
Arcadia.
Oh, the reincarnation thing. Yeah, that checks out. I hate that I take the time to read everyone's paperwork.
And then another guard comes and whispers in the ear of the king. He walks up to you, Oliver. Oh no, did we lose him again?
He's thinking really hard about how to respond. Give him a second. You're about to see the most epic moment in roleplay history. He's charging that thing Mega Man style.
Full on Kamehameha about to come here.
Dude, he's charging up that spirit bomb, about ready to hit. Freezer ain't gonna know what happened. Callum, please come back. I'm running out of shtick.
Oh, we lost him.
Fuck.
Took back to the void.
Oh man, he really didn't appreciate the shtick. Alright, Callan, I can change, please. Callan, come back. Blame it on Dan. He's not here. And what's the deal with goblins? I never even met one named Lynn. What gives?
Wow.
I don't fucking know, man. That moose cat's got the right idea. First of all, he's a moose and a cat, so you know you can trust the feller.
All right. Well, we'll take a moment here to possibly answer some chat questions. Let's take a look at what's been going on in there while we wait for Callan to return.
What's wrong with Brandon? He wasn't hugged enough.
I want to first off say... let's see. Oh, is he back? All right. Screw you, chat. You're not getting any questions answered.
One was me. I saw my phone does have a hotspot, and I tried to use it, and then it was like, no.
Oh. So the hotspot was not effective.
No.
What did you last hear is a worthwhile question then?
You explaining Arcadia to Brandon.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then a guard came up, whispered something to the king, and the king approached you and said, Oliver.
The king said what?
He said
Your name, silly.
Ah. Yes? How can I help you?
I have some information that feels potentially relevant to what's going on.
And what would that be?
I had some of my guards go and review the security logs of the fight, pulling any information we can, and we noticed Arcadia was referring to the Master repeatedly. We cross-referenced that, and there was apparently an event going on in Riverside City, which references the same name. So I believe it may be connected to all this. Current reports indicate it is another witch named Serena the Sorceress.
Oh, good! Serena the Sorceress is back.
Ah, shitting fuck!
Great. So my last run-in with her in London wasn't the last I was going to hear of her. And now I don't have my friends. I just have Bone Men.
Fuck you too!
I'm sorry, Bone Man. I just lost everything. I'm sorry.
I forgive you, that's fair.
Bowman's still kind of hurt by that.
We're continuing to research what could, you know, where this energy and darkness is coming from. If we can do anything to help, I'm glad to lend assistance, but I've received some word from the border towns that in Dolazar that more of those creatures have been spotted. The demons.
RC, do I know of a way to get in contact with Merlin or my father?
I'm gonna say no, because as far as I know, we haven't established that you've spoken with him before, except for apparently Bone Man has something to say. So
I was just about to ask, as the secretary for House Van Helsing and interdimensional being, and also funny skeleton man, would I maybe know of any form of lead on how to contact either of these two?
what expertises do either of you have?
I have expertise history and presumably Hermes' phone number.
I have expertise occult.
What about do either of you have the contacts or connected advantage?
I have benefit House Van Helsing clearance. So
I'm a skeleton.
I could maybe get access to that information, considering they are higher magical beings. Maybe House Van Helsing would have information on a way to contact them.
Did you say you don't have any expertises though?
No,
He has expertise occult.
I have expertise occult.
Roll me an expertise occult check.
Okay.
Nothing from me.
If you want to roll an expertise history, I have an idea of how I can make that work.
Okay.
Um,
Holy fucking shit.
I have a 20 altogether.
Okay.
Bro, I just got a 29. 19 plus 10.
All right.
Watch me bite it hard at combat tonight.
So I'll say that neither of you have ever been in contact with like a higher being like Merlin or Arthur or any of the pantheons of gods that exist within the Mayhem verse. But you know for a fact that the London branch has some ancient like runes and spells formed into its foundations that can act as a sort of beacon. That they've never wanted to pull that cord, but if there was a time, it might be now.
Okay.
Because I'll say for you, Oliver, you've spoken to Isaac about it, and the reason he's always been cautious about it is because, while they think it would summon aid, they've never been 100% certain.
Right.
And we both know this?
Yeah, I'll say both of you know this.
I'm gonna.
I'll let you go ahead first because mine might take a second.
I'm gonna turn to the king. Your Majesty, is there any way you can get me back to London?
Say that again?
Is there any way you can get me back to London?
Yes. Nope, that's the opposite of what I want. Fuck. Accidentally pinned the message that is
That's literally the opposite of what we want. That's
What was said? I'm sorry. I missed it.
RC accidentally pinned a spam bot
the opposite of what
instead
I was
of banning the spam bot.
All right, where was I?
Letting everyone know where they can get cheap views. Silly.
Off.
Fuck on, baby.
So you asked the king if there is a way to get to London?
Yeah.
Yes, Yes, we have a vehicle that we can lend you.
Okay.
So what is in London?
The headquarters to House Van Helsing, and hopefully a way to get out of this.
Oh, I see. Well, yes, anything I can do to be of service. I appreciate helping free me from this fog.
Of course. I'm glad I could help free you. After we sort everything out, maybe you should be in touch with House Van Helsing about how best to aid the magical people that you have wronged in your country.
I am certainly open to that discussion. I will have the vehicle prepped for you shortly.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Hang on a minute, fella. Before we scurry off, do you need us to take care of that monster situation you were talking about a moment ago? Yeah.
No, Dolazara has dealt with worse. We will wrangle our forces and take it head on. If what you're saying is true, you're going after the big fish, which should, help the rest of us.
Fair enough. Just didn't want to be a jackass.
And he is very cautious, but he goes to give you a handshake, Bone Man.
I briefly considered doing the whole my hand falls off gag before deciding against it and shaking his hand.
And
I do make it a little extra rattly, though.
And he goes to do the same with you, Oliver.
I'll stick my hand out and shake it.
This won't be forgotten. And he goes off. You hear him start to command, different generals and whatnot about defensive positioning. And someone else approaches you, and they're like, "Hello, I was directed by the king to take you to the airway."
Thank you.
Of course, come with me. And they load you onto kind of a an old-fashioned jeep, and you start heading out. It takes you a little while to get to the airport.
On this car ride, if it is okay, would like to make a call on my cell phone.
Is this an actual thing in your inventory?
No, but I'm hoping that you're going to give it to me, and if not, I'm willing to spend a hero point on it.
Yeah, I'm going to take that hero point from you.
Yeah, that's perfectly valid. I'd like to make a call on my cell phone to someone who I know in the London offices. If I need to, I'll spend both hero points to make this happen.
Well, there wouldn't be anybody in the London offices currently.
Yeah, the whole London office is gone.
Well, then someone who I know could get to it pretty quickly.
I'm interested to hear your theory, so tell me what's going on. Tell me who you're trying to call.
Bling, bling.
Hello, sweet Pookie love of my life.
I'm calling my boyfriend Marvin.
Yeah, but isn't he back in New York?
Yeah, but he's a cherub. Presumably he's got some kind of cherub magic. We've literally never established what Marvin can or cannot do.
So what are you trying to get him to do, I guess? And he's just going to ask you, "Hello, darling."
Dear sweet Pookie love of my life, do you remember the fancy godstones that exist in the London branch of House Van Helsing?
Yes, I remember them telling us about it.
Do you think you could possibly pop over there, take a couple of peeksy pooksies of that, and see maybe how it works? We might need to make a long-distance phone call.
Dear, I'm in New York. I could fly, but it would take quite a long time.
Fucking DM.
I'm sorry, wait, did Boatman just break the fourth wall?
I'm two-dimensional, fuck you.
So
can't even
you
break
broke
the third
the
wall.
you broke the third wall.
Oh, I'm so glad. Callan, did you even hear what I said? Because we were on the same page.
I kind of heard what you said, but I was
He made the
I was
exact same
already
joke.
saying it. Yeah, no, I was already saying it as I heard you say it, so we were definitely on the same page.
Here you go. That's there's your consolation prize, Brandon.
That's kind of what I was thinking, more or less.
See, I was thinking you pulled off your foot and did the whole phone as a foot thing.
Also hilarious.
So actually, I'll take a step back. What does Marvin getting there first accomplish? Maybe I need to ask a different question. What are you trying to get him to do ahead of time?
He's the smart one in the relationship. I'm hoping you can take a peek at it and start to get an idea of how it might work.
I guess it's worth noting that any roles that Marvin does are going to be your roles. He doesn't get his own special rolls. He doesn't get
That's fair. I just figure we should get the ball rolling instead of the however fucking long this plane ride's gonna take. Even if it's only 20 minutes, that's 20 minutes we could be doing shit.
I'll reach out to someone about getting me over there.
Oh, I love that caring tone in your voice.
I hope he's not busy. I was hoping I wouldn't have to talk to him for a long time.
Oh, you don't mean him, do you?
Yes.
Sweet darling Pookie Bear, love of my life, if I didn't have to do this to you, you know for a fact I wouldn't, but we kind of need a planet to live on. I haven't smelled the lilacs in a while.
I'll see you there, darling.
I love you.
I love you too. Also, we have established previously that they're engaged. Are they still engaged?
Oh yeah, they are engaged.
Well, no, I guess what I mean is, are they married now is the real question.
No, if Ruby gets a marriage episode, so does Bone Man. Fuck you. That could be a house fan stream sing.
So a House Van Helsing stream with Bone Man. I'm here for a House Van Helsing stream with Bone Man and Marvin's wedding. I'm here for it.
All right, people, sound off in the chat if you want Bone Man Marvin wedding episode.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing that Ruby is more important than Bone Man. I just want to see.
Sound off in the chat if you want their marriage episode first.
Sticky Steve will be the flower girl.
Sticky.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What a terrible day.
Tries to throw the petals because.
He just ends up covered in petals. All right, so it takes you a little bit to get to the airport, and you get on what looks to be a fairly advanced experimental ship. Both of you roll me an intellect check.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
My best stat.
Yeah, that checks out. 5.
19.
Bone Man, you are a little airheaded sometimes, probably because of all of the air flowing through you. So you don't do a lot of research, but Oliver, sometimes you like to read or just peruse the internet, and so you've done a little bit of reading about Union and their various vehicles, and this looks very much like a prototype, upgraded version of a vulture craft.
Oh.
The fuck is that? Some kind of helicopter?
No. This is more than a helicopter.
So think like a jet, a fighter jet's body, but with propellers on the kind of jet engines on the side that can kind of go vertical.
This affects nothing about Bone Man's question.
It's a VTOL, a vertical takeoff and landing.
Oh, I listen to those guys. Can't buy me love.
It's oh.
I'm gonna start taking hero points away.
This is a modified vulture craft, isn't it?
And the person who drove you up goes, "Nope, certainly not."
Right. No. Of course, for legal reasons, this is not a modified vulture craft.
Like you would describe it as being distinct enough to be an original design, but like you can see the inspiration very clear.
Gotcha. Okay.
Put it in H.
So, right. How fast will this get us to London?
It's got a marked max speed of about 1,000 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
It's going to take you probably longer to get up to that full speed than it'll actually take you for the whole trip.
Understandable.
Actually, maybe a little longer. I'm trying to think about distance.
See, Oliver would know how fast that is. Unfortunately, Callan does not.
Oh, you mean in terms of you want it in freedom units?
See, I'm looking it up. Don't worry.
No, what I'm really trying to determine is what is the actual distance between Italy and London?
So, for those who need
About
freedom
1,000 miles,
units
that was
like
right.
me, 1,000 kilometers per hour is 621.371
Oh, yeah,
miles
yeah.
per hour.
You're right, I did that a little different. So yeah, it'd be about a 2-hour total trip, roughly, once you get up to full speed. It's quick. And they get you set up. You're strapped on in. Everything's looking pretty good. They got the guys who kind of, close the thing, and they got the batons, and they're kind of waving you in. They've set in a coordinate for you. It starts to go. It starts to take off, and you take off into the air, and shoom. And Bone Man, this is it's not the fastest you've ever gone. It's probably it's the fastest you've gone on Earth.
I didn't know you guys built these suckers these fast.
I'm so proud of that laugh. Holy shit.
And so about, I'd say, let me see, I said it was maybe a 2-hour trip. You're about maybe 40 minutes into the trip when suddenly you hear, "Yum. Hello, darling." And you look up and you see a portal has opened above your head.
Neocortex?
And a hand reaches out. Marvin pulls you through the portal. And suddenly, IgKnight, a hand reaches out and pulls you through the portal too. And you find yourself in the London branch of House Van Helsing.
But you know what?
This
I'm not gonna complain about this.
This is one of a million reasons I love you, Pookie.
I love you too, darling. And he turns towards someone and says, "I believe you have other things to attend to, and I believe this makes us even." And I'll say, yeah, both of you recognize the crafter.
I'm sorry, the crafter?
Steve from Minecraft?
Fuck off, Bone Man.
It's lovely to meet you, crafter. I'm IgKnight. Hello.
Are we still on for chess on Tuesday?
Stop putting time on my calendar.
I like spending time with you.
Can I
He
get your
goes to shake your
autograph?
hand. He says, "I think we met before back in 2018, right?"
Me?
Yeah.
Did I meet the crafter?
Very, very briefly. In a thing that we have established.
Oh, right. The vehicle that was there because of the crafter.
Wait, what?
Is that not what we're talking about?
We are
The
not
vehicle
talking about
that
the
was-
same thing. Actually, we'll just say you ask him, like, wait, when was that again?
When did we meet?
Secret West Coast Apocalypse. You and your whole
Secret-
crew came in, helped fight the zombies, temporal vortex.
Right. I was a
You were
newbie
young.
then. I
Yeah.
was a newbie then.
Well, it sounds like I missed something cool.
No, it was terrible.
And also, that was a little before your time, Bone Man. All right, and he looks at his watch. I gotta go. And he says maybe about the chest, and he jumps through a portal.
Call me bestie.
I forgot that I met the crafter. I kind of blocked that whole thing out. It was a bit traumatizing.
You know, I keep on trying to read the files on the West Coast Secret Apocalypse, but that's been kept weirdly vague.
It's secret for a reason.
Yeah, but you think after how many seasons we'd have elaborated on it a little more.
Okay.
For more information, go read some of our lore articles on masksandmayhem.com.
You're welcome.
Are we? Do I know how to activate this beacon?
So you get there, and essentially Marvin has ripped up the big carpet in the center of the foyer in the London branch.
Mhm.
And you see again a bunch of things like stones, like kind of pushed into the marble, like that's why it's kind of a flat surface. And then he kind of starts pulling them out, like. And you see, as he's doing this, the runes on the floor begin to change color and sort of emit a glow.
So being that I come from a universe that has all sorts of spooky dungeon bullshit like this,
Mm-hmm.
could I roll an investigation to see if I have any idea how this sucker might work now that I'm in front of it, or have an idea of how to help my beautiful fiance?
Go for it.
I would also like to
Alright.
roll investigation to see if I can figure out how to help.
Have at it.
22, 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8, 22. And for Oliver?
10, 8 plus 2.
You're still a little starstruck about the whole crafter situation that
That's fair.
you're kind of thrown off.
You've had like a hell of a 2 hours, buddy.
You've had a hell of a couple months. You were traveling on the kind of underground for a while.
Yeah.
Sure, but the last 2 hours in particular, between the hell portal, the losing everything you love, the meeting the fucking crafter, reminding yourself that you've met the crafter, and Bone Man.
And also realizing that the guy I thought for sure was evil was being mind controlled.
It's fair that you're a little distracted.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bone Man, you are like, well, as I say, you enjoy the occasional puzzle. You start and you recognize the occasional magical item. Marvin's definitely going a lot faster at it, but he you know enough intuitively to start poking at some things too.
While
And
they're
eventually you finish, and this thing is fully glowing now. It's kind of an ethereal green glow to it, with a bit of a bluish, light blue outline.
Hey RC,
And I put a hand. I'm sorry, go ahead.
real quick, while they're working on this and I realize I can't help, can I go grab one of Isaac's long flowy jackets from his room?
You don't have to go that far. He's got some hanging on the coat rack.
Great. I'm gonna put on one of Isaac's long flowy jackets.
Any particular reason?
I just want to feel close to people that I miss.
Aw.
Riz.
So, you throw on the jacket as they're kind of finishing up.
As the glowing portal fires open or whatever, I put a hand delicately on my sweet husbando's shoulder.
This is how I see you. Glowing, ethereal, shimmering.
That is very nice, honey. Perhaps stay a little more focused. We have much to accomplish.
Oh, I'm locked the fuck in. I'm gonna have fun today.
And you are prepared, and Marvin goes over to like the edge corner. He kind of points to you all and asks you to back up.
Oh fuck, Marvin's edging. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm
Ignite,
sorry,
you
I
get a
tried to
hero
keep
point.
them. I tried to keep that an inside joke, I really did.
Yeah, Ignite gets a hero point. Bone Man doesn't.
This is why sometimes I
Yay.
just mute myself when I know I'm not going to be talking for a while, by the way.
So you guys go over to where you're supposed to be, and Marvin looks at the two of you and says, "All right, this is the point of no return. Are you ready?"
I'm ready to make the call, sweetie.
No, but I think it, never gonna be ready for this.
Oliver, would you like to do the honors?
Do I know what I'm supposed to do?
He's basically got there's a space for a handprint over where he's at.
Ah, yeah, I guess. If I do it, it's
Probably-
more likely to get to who I need it to, right? I am the blood after all.
That probably means flesh. Flesh is really important to these ritual things.
And so you put your hand to it.
Yeah, I'll move over and put my hand to it.
The glow goes from green and blue to a blood red. And Oliver, it's been a long time since fire has done much to you, but you feel your hand searing in a way that is so unfamiliar. And there is the brief smell of cooked meat. And you try to pull your hand away just out of instinct, and you're like locked in. And this whole ruined area fills in, that glow turns to the red I was describing, and suddenly it lets go of you, and you're able to fall back, and you can see, straight through your glove. Your hand has been like burned.
Okay.
Did you say you have expertise occult?
Yes.
Roll me an expertise occult check.
That is a 20, dirty 20.
What's your modifier on that?
+4.
Okay.
So it was a 16 without the modifier.
Right. And so the energy rises up. The glowing kind of just rises into the air, and shoom, 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 shoom. As the energy dissipates, you see a figure standing in it.
Do I recognize this figure, or do I feel I should recognize this figure?
And the figure's turned away. You still can't see it through the energy, and they go, "Bold to call on me, boy."
Oh.
And he turns around, and he looks taken aback, and he's large with armor and a sash, like pelt, and a large helm. And he looks confused, and he goes, "Oh, well, you're not Beowulf. This is not the call I was expecting."
Please tell me I recognize who this is.
I do.
You know enough context clues to recognize that this is Odin.
Did we just rig up the fucking Allfather? And I drop to a knee because I know enough about Odin to know not to offend him.
I'm sorry. Odin?
Aye.
Not who I was trying to reach, but hopefully you can help me.
I'm not usually in the business of helping mortals, but you summoned me somehow, which we will have to examine further. And he almost looks into the air, into the mist that's kind of, fading away, and he grabs some of it, sniffs at it. Oh, certainly some wires got crossed here. Well, and he kind of flicks it away like it's glitter, but he's actually able to get rid of it.
I was trying to get to my father or Merlin.
What's your name?
Oliver Kenway.
Arthur's son.
Yes.
Oh my god, Odin knows you!
Well, I know of him. And you...
Still cool?
You there, small skeleton. What is your name?
I am Bone Man from Not Here.
I am unfamiliar with your place of origin, but I suppose Not Here is a nice enough place.
I went through an interdimensional portal and helped Cupid, or at least a version of Cupid. I don't know if he was your Cupid.
God, I hope not. That guy's annoying.
It was your Cupid.
And he shakes his head. If you're attempting to summon your father, things are clearly unwell here.
Understatement.
My ability to intervene in the mortal realm is limited. The fact that you were able to summon me at all is, frankly, a miracle.
Well, that's
State your purpose, boy.
The world is being encompassed by demons. My friend's girlfriend and boss have been taken to hell, maybe? And I'm trying to get them back and stop whatever this invasion of demons is.
Can you refresh me on Arcadia and what was Spider Lady's name again?
Arachne.
It's the Arcadia and Arachne thing, sir. Feel familiar?
Should I know these names?
I mean, there's a prophecy floating around them. I just figured maybe you'd have read it in a book somewhere. I don't know.
Quite honestly,
Some they're supposed to be fighting for eternity things somehow wound up with a fucking hell portal open. Some King Dickhead was rounding up all the magical uses thing. I don't know. This guy can probably explain more to you. One way or the other, the sky is spooky.
Quite honestly, I'm
and he
surprised
looks
you know
up,
who I am.
and he looks up through the windows. That is spooky.
If Odin
I'm
is
sorry,
saying
the
it's
idea of
spooky,
Odin
I'm
saying.
terrified.
Yeah, I was about to say that is simultaneously hilarious and like pants-shittingly terrifying.
And you see the glow starting to come back to the runes. Clearly I'm spending too much time in the mortal realm. I will have to return to the court of Icar, but I have just enough time to set you on your way. It's what Arthur would want.
Yeah, quest, that sounds his thing.
I can attempt to send you... You say
Please not Topeka. Please not Topeka.
This world is in need of your help, but so are your friends from your description. I can send you to them, but the journey back may be perilous, and who knows what'll happen in the meantime here. It is your choice, Oliver Kenway.
Go to my friends, or try and save the world. Is that the choice I'm being offered?
Do you choose your heart, or do you choose duty?
I'm choosing duty, but tell my father if I do this, I want to earn my name. I want to be a Pendragon.
I will be sure to pass the message along. And you see lightning kind of going through his eyes for a moment. And he reaches out to both of you and puts his hands on your shoulders. You can tell just from the grip that this man is far stronger than he looks.
I'm being touched by Odin.
Don't make it weird. Since I imagine you said that out loud.
Absolutely. Oh, give yourself a hero point, buddy.
No, instead I'm going to give you each a hero point. What are we
Yay.
up to now, then? Is that 3 for Ignite and 2 for Bone Man?
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, and you feel energy coursing through you as Odin begins to disappear back into the mist, and you are suddenly filled with an energy, and in a snap, you teleport. And you feel yourselves both just kind of imbued with some extra energy, some extra power that you didn't have before. And you're now on top of the London branch, and you're looking out across the London skyline, and suddenly you see cracks start to open mid-air above a bunch of parts of the city.
Well, that's either a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like we're supposed to go there.
Well, there's multiple. There's like some that are close to you, and there's some that are further away, like above the London Eye, above.
Okay, so I imagine I say this, and there's only one, and then another one tears open.
Or there. Or,
Yeah. So yeah,
or
we're talking
there.
like Big Ben. We're talking like all of the major landmarks essentially have like cracks opening above them, and these are, from your perspective, Oliver, much bigger cracks than the ones you dealt with in Dolorzara.
Oh, that's not good.
You know, it just now occurs to me that Odin didn't really tell us where to go. He just gave us, like, cool powers. Do you think the cool powers tell us where to go?
I know that we need to go to where the cracks are forming over the sky. I don't know what the powers Odin gave us do.
I bet they can make us fly, yeah!
Do I fly?
And you go to jump, and you feel just like a surge of energy go through you as you jump through the air, and there is some lightning trailing behind you.
Yeah!
And
Well,
you
I
jump,
guess
and we're saying like you jump like a whole block.
Oh shit, dude, I'm Laser Hawk again. Let's go.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna ask you a series of very basic questions.
Now do it with the Bone Man voice.
No, I
I'm gonna
wanted.
ask you a series of very basic questions, and you're going to give me a series of very basic answers. Do
Damn it,
we
I
have an
wanted to do it.
understanding?
Damn it, I wanted to do it. I'm gonna flame on and I guess leap after Bone Man.
All right, and yeah, same thing. Like you're just feeling a surge of power going through you every time that you did not have before. And these cracks, as you can see from a distance, and you're starting to get close to them, are now raining little demon creatures. Like Bone Man, how tall are you?
Somewhere around 4.5, 5 feet.
Okay, so these things are about 3 feet tall, essentially. But there are hundreds of them already, like just free flowing from this. And then you see a couple, like, you would describe them as like demon elephants, essentially, like that size, just crashing down, like a truck being dropped from the sky into the streets of London as they begin to just the whole horde begins to spread out.
We should go for the big ones first.
Or we can go for the source. Can I roll a perception check to see if I can jump in it?
Into the portal, like if you think if it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
11 plus 8, that's a 19.
19. Yeah, you think you can kip yourself up, or if nothing else, you should be able to jump off of something that's falling to get through.
Whatever's spitting them out here is probably in there.
Wait, but how is this choosing duty over choosing going to my friends?
And you see people are screaming and running in the streets, like locking themselves in buildings as these things begin to tear into the crowds.
Is there anyone nearby that is being accosted?
Yes, yeah. There are hundreds of these things already, so
Great.
they are many people because people were just out and looking around, like at, again, the fact that the encroaching darkness that occurred.
I'm going to jump to the nearest group of people that is being accosted.
Okay, and yeah, they're surrounded by a bunch of these tiny demons who are kind of clawing at them. What are you trying to do?
Callum?
Oh.
I'm gonna try and get them off of them and get rid of all of the demons without hurting the people.
All right. Do you have multi attack?
Nope.
If you want to use a hero point, I'll give you multi attack, and I'll let it kind of be sustained for a while since you have the power of Odin running through you.
Yeah, I'll use a hero point and you gain a multi attack thing.
All right, and then so yeah, basically what you're just trying to like free some of these civilians.
Yep.
Roll me 2 attack checks with whatever attack you're intending to use.
In Legend of Zelda, how when you're full health, the Master Sword will launch like a slash, like projectile thing.
No, but I think you described it.
Yeah, I'd like to launch a flame slash. Just yeah.
Okay.
With my sword.
So wait, is this a ranged or a close attack then?
Ranged, but I'm still like swinging my sword. It's just I don't know how to it's like a projectile that's coming off of like a ranged blade that's.
Do you have any ranged
Okay,
attacks?
RC.
Yeah, I have.
You know how in a comic book, when someone swings a sword, it has like that visual whoosh?
Yeah, I know. I understand what Callan's describing. I'm trying to determine the mechanics.
I'm assuming some kind of a beam attack with a cone effect is what he's going for.
Mostly that's what I was trying to think about. Like, do you have? So yeah, what range attacks do you have?
I have my spear that I guess I could just turn to an AOE. I've done it before.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I just trying to determine if you have something basically.
That works.
All right. So if you're turning that into an AOE, then let me check on my side. What's the DC on that normally?
27.
7. Okay. All right. And yeah, you let off these two waves of energy that kind of pierce through, setting a bunch of these things on fire and just avoiding the civilians. And these things like thrash about from the fire and then go limp. Even if they're from a hell dimension, they don't deal with the fire fueled by Ichor.
All of you get inside, lock your doors, get away from any window or opening you can.
Okay, thank you, Fire Knight. And they go to run off.
It's IgKnight.
Are you really correcting them now?
I don't know. I don't usually.
Normally your work is in the shadows.
I don't usually work in the public view.
It's bad enough he's choosing to help the breedies instead of close the portal.
RC, does the portal look exactly like the portal from Dolarzara?
Yeah, but a bigger version.
Okay. I'm pretty sure if we jump in there, we're not coming back, Bone Man.
I'm pretty sure
there's also, I should also say, there's many of them, not just the one.
I'm pretty sure if we don't jump in one of them, we're never going to close it. Unless, maybe Odin magic knows the way.
Well, I think I could close the... Can I roll an expertise occult to see if I know how to close this portal from the outside?
Sure.
I'm just saying, my logic is the best way we can help the people is close the portal that's shitting out thousands of hell demons.
Right. No, I get that, and I agree. However, I just saw, everything I care about go into a portal and not come out.
And I didn't. So both of these reactions make sense.
It's a 17.
17. You have an idea on how to use your fire to essentially create a seal.
Okay. I think I can use my fire to create a seal.
Oh shit, you should have led with that.
I didn't think about it until now.
Alright, I guess I'll run fucking back up. You focus on that.
And when he says that, though, Bone Man, you also think that perhaps that you may be able to imbue your arrows with this Odin magic to potentially do the same.
Odin magic.
I wonder if maybe I could close the portal. I do have a skeleton key.
Oh.
That is on my character sheet. I have
aware.
a skeleton key.
I believe you. You can close it from a distance, right?
Let's find out.
And I'm going to go ahead and try to pop a shot off real quick.
All right, roll me an attack check.
13 plus 14 is 27.
What's the DC on that?
That's a 21, baby.
And your arrow pierces through the portal. Or, sorry, I should say, yeah. The arrow goes through the portal and disappears. But then suddenly you hear the crackle of thunder as you watch it pull back closed like a zipper.
Hell yeah! Odin, bitch!
Somewhere out in the mayhem verse, Beowulf cringes.
I'm going to, I guess, can I jump to one and see if I can close it?
Yeah. Roll me an attack check.
Cool. I'm assuming this is with my... Does it matter what attack?
I'm assuming that you're doing a sword slash based on your description.
Yeah, I was gonna try and do...
I guess you could also throw the spear like you were talking about before, so...
No, I'd rather use the sword slash. It's higher to hit.
Okay.
Well, that's a 29.
29.
That's pretty good.
All right. And what's the DC on that?
25.
Yeah, you kip up, kind of like I was describing earlier. Like you jump, you run along a building, you jump up, and then you kip off of one of the fallen creatures and slash your sword across this thing, and it seals, similar to what Bone Man just experienced.
2 down. How many left to go?
As of right now, there's another 8.
Oh, we're gonna be here all night.
All right, let's roll an initiative next.
Oh, good. My best check.
Well, I just rolled oh, wow. 13?
What did you roll to get a 13?
I rolled a fucking 9, bro.
How many
Okay,
hero
I-
points do you have, Brandon?
Huh?
How many hero points do you have?
2?
Okay. And Callan, what's your initiative?
6. And I also have 2 hero points.
I mean, I like my 13 because, like, Bone Man being a ranged character, I like him not going first. It gives me time to react if need be.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I notoriously have terrible initiative with IgKnight. So,
Love that for us.
yeah. I have a +2 to my initiative.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Thanks, Wiki.
I was about to say, well, it makes sense, you're the tank, and then I just realized, wait, fuck. I'm saying that to the giant spider.
No wonder. Wow. Look, I
Bro,
chose.
get fucking cooked.
The thing too is I chose duty because I feel like that's what my friends would want me to choose. Because
Bro, how...
Oliver
IgKnight, how many
one,
hero points do you have?
2.
2. Okay.
Because I
All
used
right.
1 to get an AoE.
You see in the distance a crack forms, and unlike the others where a bunch of different things like were falling out of it, you just see in the distance a single figure fall from it.
Oh.
But it's too far away to make out any details. Bone Man, it's your turn.
I mean, I didn't recognize that, so... I
You're
guess...
and this is like on the other side of the city, essentially. Like, yeah, I was gonna say, for the purposes of this, we'll say it would take you like 3 turns to move over close enough to see.
I mean, am I close enough to where I can pop off a shot at another one of these portals? Am I gonna need
I'd say
to...
you're close enough to do that.
Boom.
Actually, give me one moment.
Ow.
I'll add one more thing to the initiative.
Just slapped my microphone. Sorry if everyone heard that.
I didn't, but it was probably not
I
great.
also didn't.
Well, it didn't feel good. I rolled a 24, by the way.
24, that definitely hits. What's the DC on that?
21. Actually, 21 on both of my attacks.
Unfortunately, there's a strike like lightning that goes through the air and knocks your arrow out of the way, and you don't see what caused it.
You can't use lightning to deflect an Odin attack. That's against the rules.
I said it was like lightning. Roll me a perception check.
It landed upright on my keyboard. That's incredible. That's amazing.
It's
Okay.
like lightning, but
Means
it's
he's
dark.
blind now
It's
from looking at the
darkening.
lightning.
I'm rolling a perception, right?
Correct.
27. I rolled a 19.
Nice. Yeah, while it was like lightning in texture, you notice that the color was very, instead of being like blue and white, it is orange with a red streak through the center.
I mean, does that mean anything to me?
No, but it's just notable that it wasn't. I just wanted you to know it wasn't actually lightning. Well,
That's fair, but that's still a very in-character thing for Bum Man to yell, so I stand by it.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Are you moving at all then, Bone Man, or you stay in place? Currently, you're on top. I've been assuming you're kind of on top still of the field office. You will have to move
I
in order to
mean,
get closer to one of the other cracks.
yeah, I was about to say, I guess I'm gonna hop to like the next closest building I have to be able to take another shot.
All right. And in that case, Ignite, you see a bunch of these demon creatures beginning to attack civilians and start tearing into them. You notice that one of the demons actually kind of like claws into someone, and some of the, how do I put this? Their wound begins to exhibit a texture like the demon skin.
Oh, that's not good.
All I'm saying is, you already told him to go inside, so that's kind of on this dipshit.
Well, no, there's many civilians. It's not
Yeah.
one of the people you already saw.
Yeah, well, we said it really loud, so they should have heard it.
And then, Ignite, what is your parry plus 10?
We're going with being prepared, correct? The
Right.
higher number? 18.
18? All right. You dive out of the way as one of those kind of demon elephant creatures barrels past you and almost hits you, like it was trying to ram you. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
18 angry demons at Ram Ranch.
I know that Ignite had used a hero point to get permanent, again, for the purpose of this, I made it permanent multi-attack. Do you have a multi-attack, Bone Man? And do either of you have the takedown advantage?
I'm a skeleton.
So no?
No.
I don't have takedown. Takedown would if I used a hero point to get takedown, I'd only get it for the round, right?
No, you have the power of Odin flowing through you, so I'd let it last for the duration of combat.
Spent.
Okay.
All right.
I will spend a hero point to do that.
All right, so
Spent.
that takes Ignite down to 1 and Bone Man down to 2. All right, Ignite, what are you doing?
Okay. So I guess
There's currently, with that latest one that opened, there are 9 cracks, and there are a couple hordes of these, hordes across the city of these demons.
all right. I'm gonna use my AoE blast on the nearest horde.
All right.
Um,
And give me a moment. I'm just going to make a few notes here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that you obliterated one of them.
like one of the hordes or one of the demons.
I'm kind of doing them in groups, so you're able
Okay.
to basically, like, you send a huge wave of energy out, which hit the demons, and or in some cases brought them looking towards you instead of going after civilians, like you did.
Right.
You got their attention.
Right. And because of takedown, I can keep going. Correct.
Yep, you can try again, but that AOE, that's not normally part of your loadout, right?
No.
So for that, you would either have to take fatigue or use a hero point then.
To keep going.
Yeah. Well, no. I just mean in general, because that's a power stunt. That's not part of your normal loadout.
I thought I had already used the.
You can
Hero
do
point
multi-attack, but specifically the AOE.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought that's what I had used my hero point for.
Gotcha.
Okay, I will. I guess do. Okay. Can I? No, I shouldn't change what I do. I guess I'll use my last hero point for that then.
Well, no. I'll let you change it since there was a misunderstanding. Just gotta tell me what attack you're trying to do instead. Then
I'll do multi attack with. Okay, did I take the multi attack with my ranged or with my sword?
Gotcha. We did not specify, so I'm just gonna let you do whatever you want.
All right, I'm
We're
gonna
keep it
do-
loosey goosey since we're kind of, since you're
I'll
powered
just
by
say I-
Odin.
I'll just say I took the multi attack with my sword then, and I jumped down. I'll jump down to the nearest horde, and try and slash through as many of them as I can.
Okay.
All I'm
roll me
saying
that
is he
attack.
didn't say you can't use that multi-attack on a vehicles check. Hit him with a fucking bus, Callan. Hit him with a fucking bus.
That's not what a vehicle check would do.
That's not what a vehicle check would do.
You mean I can't
Uh,
use a vehicle check to plow through a crowded building?
19
No.
hit.
I need to rethink my next turn.
Oh, did you roll Ignite?
19 to hit.
19, that hits. What's the DC on that?
25.
Shing, shing, shing. As the you're just moving with an uncanny amount of speed, and you plow through one of these demon hordes. Are you doing anything else, or did you want to go for another horde, or?
I mean, I have move by action, so I could move again.
Yeah. But you
I'll
also, because you have, didn't you power stunted to get takedown, so you could do
yeah.
another attack. Okay.
So I'll move to take down another horde.
All right.
25 to hit,
That hits.
and DC 25.
And let's see here. Yep, that hits. All right, you're knocking demons down left and right. You can go for another set if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, might as well keep going, right?
Mm-hmm.
24 to hit.
That hits. DC 25, right?
Yep.
Wow, you obliterate these ones. Like you're cutting through them with a speed and grace that you've never felt before. You're just making clean, like straight through cuts on all of them. You're controlling your fire also with a level of precision you haven't in the past either. Like you're like, if you kind of have a feeling like, oh man, if it was like this all the time, this would be fine.
Is my
Oh shit! My boy zooted off the Allfather.
is my fire still blue? Are we? Can we say it's still burning?
It's definitely
like,
getting
that hot?
spouts of that pretty frequently.
Okay. I guess I'll go. Is there another one I can go after?
Yeah. I was like, these are all they're kind of bunched up throughout the city enough that like I would let you. You can. I'd say there's at least one more in range.
Okay. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
DC is still 25.
All right, and that takes that one out, but that is the last one within range of your attack.
Do I have
unless you want to use like extra effort to do more actions or something?
Do I have a crack within range?
You've got a crack right
yeah.
behind you.
Yeah, you're within range of one of them.
All right, I'll do my last thing and to jump up to a crack and try and close it.
Sounds good. Roll that attack.
28.
28. All right, and you slice across the blue energy, instantly sealing this crack. And now it is... now, of the remaining 8 that are left then, you see some more demon hordes start pouring through again.
Wait, didn't he just close one?
He closed one. Yeah, there was 9.
There was 9.
You said there were 8.
I said
No,
8
because
earlier,
one
but
had opened up.
One opened and a single
Oh,
figure
you're
fell
right.
through.
You're right. All right, carry on. I'll be here if you need me.
That's gonna take
Sorry,
us
I'm a
back.
bit of a bonehead.
That's okay. That is going to take us back up a few more notches on the horde count. And
Fuck.
now, Bone Man, roll me a perception check.
Happily, God, I hope I see some obvious red barrels. That's an 11 on the die plus 8, so 19.
You do see a tanker truck in the center of 2 hordes.
Can we say it's red?
And it's a red one, of course. And then you also, more importantly, you see a figure that you would describe as looking very similar to IgKnight, but like his shadow self.
No.
Oh, well, that one's fucking new.
Oh,
I like to imagine
no.
that I say this looking at him, but shooting at the tanker truck.
All right, roll me an attack check on the tanker truck.
Actually, no, we're good.
All right.
That is a 19 on the dice, by the way, plus 14, so
That hits. What's the DC on
21.
that? Okay.
Callan, you don't look stoked. Is this guy like trying to sell you car insurance? Is this
If
guy
I'm-
trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty?
If I'm correct,
Did he mean it when he said this was going to be the last time he attempts to contact you?
if I'm correct, this is a character from IgKnight's backstory.
Lancelot?
Well, my thought had always been that it was Mordred, but I don't know where RC went with this.
When you say his backstory, do you mean on his character sheet?
I'm assuming it's the Black Knight that attacked the orphanage.
I planned on making a joke and saying Elliot Goldtooth Ainsley, and then you said the Black Knight, so thank you for fucking that one up for me.
Let me see here. Yeah, you have not seen this this guy. Only Bone Man has gotten a beat on him so far.
Okay.
But the tanker truck explodes, taking a whole group of those demon elephant creatures with it, as well as a whole bunch of the other demons on the ground. You took takedown as well, right?
I believe so. I mean, I don't have it on my character sheet, but I spent the same hero.
I believe you both spent points to get permanent.
Yeah, I was about
takedown
to say,
from
I
the,
spent the same hero point that Callan did.
Yeah, we're both
so
down
you,
to
get it for you don't get it permanently, but you get it for the duration of this adventure.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then you can attempt to try to hit a few more. There's a few more hordes, or of either the demon creatures or the elephants.
There's a few more tanker trucks, is what RC is saying.
There are no more tanker trucks in the immediate vicinity.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna kind of pivot over to one of the big elephants since I don't know if we've attacked one of those. But
Okay.
as I'm launching an arrow at that, I'm gonna scream out,
Hey, IgKnight, you know who the copycat is? He looks a lot like you, except darker.
I mean, does that sound
Flip.
familiar?
Fear rushes through you, because only one person you've ever seen has ever met that description.
I was rolling that 20.
Nat 20. All right.
Hell
Would you like
yeah.
to add? Would you like to add 5 to your DC?
Hell yeah, you know I do, baby. That's gonna
Bring
make
it.
it a 26.
Okay.
Oh no.
And it takes a bunch of arrows. You're filling it through, but you're able to take down a bunch of these things. And yeah, if you want to continue on, there's another demon horde and another elephant horde within range of you.
Oh, well, the elephant horns seem like the spookier ones. Let's try to take that out. That made a fun noise.
All right, start the match.
It did make a fun noise.
12 on the dice plus 24, or plus 14. Jesus, I wish that was a plus 24. That's a 26 altogether.
All right.
Plus 24. Holy shit. Yeah, Bone Man's actually the most powerful entity in the Mayhemers.
So you are not as effective, but you are able to take down the other horde of elephant creatures. You can either move to try to get in range of something else, or you can attack the demon horde that you can see.
I'm
It's
just
worth
gonna
noting
go.
that a lot of these creatures are trying to make their way to towards the London branch.
Cool. Hate that.
Yeah.
Well, let's go for the other demon horde.
All right.
Bro, I
And I should
fucking
say, throughout
love
the
Big
outskirts
Green.
of the city, you see that there are other fights happening. Beyond the purview of this one, like you definitely see some people like in the far distance, like flying around and fighting these demons, like other heroes that you don't recognize.
Well, that sounds like a stream for another day.
Yeah.
I just rolled an 18 on the dice.
That will continue to
So,
hit. DC 21, right?
yes, sir.
And sorry, you were attacking the demon horde, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
'cause that was the only thing left in range.
Yep.
Flip. You're just like constantly pulling out arrows from your unending quiver. And you start to wonder if you are going faster than you can replenish them, but you are able to take down one of these things. Do you move at all, or are you remaining on top of the branch?
So, knowing that there is this big spooky fucker approaching, I guess I'm gonna try and like jump to where I might be able to pick a shot off at him next turn.
Okay, yeah, you do a little bit of maneuvering around the city, and you suddenly you see him. He's kind of just walking down the street. The demons kind of part way as he passes through.
That's not fucking ominous.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then that was Bone Man's turn. Yeah, the demons. With how good you're doing, they are going to focus attacks on both of you. What are your parry plus 10s?
18.
Give me 2 seconds here. 19.
But you are both just nimble enough to stay out of their way, like kind of throwing one into another as they try to claw at you and such, or kind of bouncing off walls and such. And then
Can we say that these guys would have totally hit me if I had flesh?
they would have hit you if you had flesh and were not Odin pumped.
Odin pumped.
I'm gonna need you to phrase that differently unless you want to start taking hero points away from me.
Imbued with the ichor of Odin.
Nope, that's worse. That's worse.
No, Odin pumped is definitely worse than that. I will take this as a slight improvement.
Oh man, we lost 3 viewers. I can't imagine why.
I can't imagine why.
Oh my god, we got Bukakod.
That doesn't work.
Shit.
And so, meanwhile, because you moved down.
Meanwhile, back in the plot.
Because you moved down into an area that to get a shot off at the knight, it does put you in range to get hit by one of the demon elephants, Bone Man. So roll a toughness check.
So my toughness has an 11/9.
11 in this case. 9 is only if you're caught unawares, and you are
Okay.
aware that you're in combat. I would hope.
Odin pumped is now canon. Thanks, Wiki.
It's a 19, 8 plus 9. I think. No, that's fucking not right at all. Wait, yes it is, because it's an 11, not a 9. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'll be here if you fucking need me.
19 was your total.
Yeah, we're just gonna say it's a fucking 19.
You get slammed against the wall. You rattle a bit. You know, there's a bit of a tingly sound like a wind chime, but you're fine.
My back's gonna hurt in the morning.
And then Ignite, it's your turn. So just for reference, there are currently 6 elephant hordes, 4 regular demon hordes, and 8 cracks remaining, plus the big guy.
Did Bone Man point out where the big guy is? Or where...
I mean, not directly, you haven't said, as I say, but you definitely watched as he bounced over. He bounced off of the top of the London branch and over to another area.
Okay.
And thankfully, after I jumped, the quest marker updated, so.
Right. So I can assume where Dark Knight is.
Yeah, as I say, you have I'd say you have a general sense. It would make sense. So
I'm gonna jump over to where I assume the Dark Knight is. Do I recognize said Dark Knight?
Yeah, dude, that's Christian Bale.
you recognize this as the man who attacked your orphanage many years ago. But he looks worse now. More like there's almost a skin-like quality to his armor. He a darker shadow that seems to surround him, and a color to his eyes that you can see through his helmet that look just so unearthly.
You.
Man's got jaundice.
Why are you here now?
Is all you get back.
That is fucking
God.
freaky.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I want you to look at me. Look at me. I'm a fucking skeleton. That is freaky.
Was it the stare right into the camera? Is that what?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
If I had an asshole, it would be so tightly clenched right now.
I'm gonna.
Thank you for not just booting me after that joke. I'd have understood. Shame, Bowman got teleported away.
I'm gonna.
I wish you had stayed classified.
He wishes I would have been an asshead.
I am going to just run at him with my sword.
All right, have at it.
I got a nat 20.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, brother. Would you like to add 5 to the DC?
For time's sake, yes. Let's do that because I don't know what else I can do with that.
There's a lot of other options, but that is the simple one. What
Yeah,
does that
let's-
bring the
let's-
DC to?
30. Because I didn't use all-out attack and power attack, and I forgot to.
You're still smacking him with a 30, so.
Yeah.
You slice into his armor, which lets off almost like a bit of a tss, like almost like you busted through like what's I'm looking for? A balloon. Like you just basically popped a balloon when you did that, and you see just like when you pull back your sword, there is just like a weird greenish blood on it. And he looks like he is damaged, but he doesn't give you any feedback as though he's hurt. No words, no sound, just continues on as though that's how he was.
I've been alive for
Okay.
300 years, and this is some shit.
That's concerning. I'm. No, I'm not gonna spend my. I'm not gonna spend my last hero point. I want to save that just in case I need it. So I guess that's my turn.
All right. And then moments later, the cracks release forth a few more hordes of demons.
Fuck me.
And the Black Knight looks at you, lifeless in the eyes, and moves with a surprising amount of grace as he swings his sword in the air and tries to slice at you.
Okay.
What was your parry plus 10 again?
18.
That hits. Roll a toughness check.
I mean, I'm built to tough out hits, not deflect them.
Built for tough.
31.
That's all I write.
31. All right. Yeah. You take this slice. It hits your armor. You use your sword to push it back. You don't take any damage. And
Good.
he looks, and he kind of moved with his sword when you moved it away, and then he just turns back towards you.
Would he be affected by my reactive damage at all?
He didn't touch you. He just sliced at you with his sword.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
Would his
is
sword
not a-
be
his
affected
sword
by
is not
reaction
affected.
damage? Okay.
What was that?
Gotcha.
I was just asking if his sword would be affected.
I think
Literally
it's
just-
let me know, what is your under reaction damage? What does it say?
Oh, I was just making
Fire-
a stupid joke, bro.
Fire, magical, DC 20, reaction 3, reaction close, instant.
I always took that when we built it as though someone had to like touch you, like hold you or put their hands on you unarmed. I never
Yeah,
took it as
that's
affecting
fine.
a sword.
That's fine.
Okay.
No,
so,
he definitely knocked the sword out.
Bone Man, it's your turn.
This is
So
probably
just for a rundown, you've got 7 hordes of demons, 6 elephant hordes, and 8 cracks remaining.
I thought you were about to say 5 golden rings and
And some demons in a pear tree.
not my pear tree. Fuck.
Marvin's been working
okay.
on that for a year.
He has.
I wasn't supposed to know about it because it's supposed to be a wedding gift, but he put it in the backyard. I go back there sometimes.
So there's like 8 hell portals. I could whittle that down to 3.
If you want to do a multi-attack.
You bet
I mean,
your
technically you
bibby.
can do all 8. It would just be with a -8 on each roll.
No, I'm satisfied cutting that down to 3.
All right. Well, roll it.
Alright, so that is going to turn everything into a +9 instead of a +14, just helping myself out with the math before. 17. Oh, that's much better. 28. Not so good. 16.
Mhm.
Fuck. 13.
Mhm.
Oh, thank fuck. 23.
All right. 4 of those hit. What's the DC again?
21. I can live with 4. I cut them by half. Maybe.
And you knock out 3 of those.
I'll fucking take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, 3 closed is pretty good.
All right. Are you doing anything else with your turn? You do still have 2 hero points. A reminder that you can use extra effort to get another standard action, or you can move as well.
You know what? I'm going to use extra effort. I'm going to use a hero point to eat the negative shit from that.
Okay.
I feel like I should probably try and slunk an arrow off at the Black Knight.
All right.
That is a 13 on the dice, and there's no negatives here, so that's plus 14, 27. There's no negatives to this one, right?
You're only attacking one guy, so no.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if there was any residual from before. Just wanted to be sure.
Sorry, what was the total again?
27 altogether with a 21 DC.
21. The arrow pierces into him, but does not appear to give any damage. Like, he does not seem phased by it at all.
Ah, crap baskets.
All right. Are you using a hero point to negate the fatigue, right?
Yep.
Okay, just because fatigue, just to be clear, level 1 exhaustion is just fatigue, so it only moves you at half speed.
That's fair. I really don't want to be winded. I don't have the lungs for it.
Duly noted.
Also, Callan, I set you up so perfectly for a reference, and you didn't take it.
Set me up perfectly for a reference.
Bone Man just said, crap baskets, and I was really hoping that you were going to be like, oh, he says that too.
Oh, yeah. You know, that wasn't my thought process because, like...
Because severe amounts of trauma. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, well, also, crap baskets has just become something I hear a lot of people say.
Yeah, we all got it from the same source.
Yeah.
We all have the same episode. So fuck this joke. Keep going.
All right. Well, then it's the demon's turn. Who, since you are down at ground level, they are going for both of you.
Yeah, maybe I should have got on the rooftop. Fuck.
And they are going to hit IgKnight.
Oh, no.
So roll a toughness check.
25.
Well, never mind. You're fine. They slash into your armor, but actually, because they're attacking you by hand, they do affect your reactive damage. What's the DC on that?
20.
Yeah, you know what? We'll say that you actually just kind of barrel through a bunch of them, like and burn them so bad with that you knock out a whole horde's worth. We'll say.
Hell yeah.
And in that case, then it is the elephant's turn, who go for Bone Man. And they hit. So roll a toughness check, Bone Man.
16 plus 11. That's gonna be a 27.
27. They barrel through you, and they let out like a demonous roar. Just like sounds like a bunch of animals mixed together, but like in a bad way. and it busts through you, and you kind of go spreading apart into a bunch of bones, but then form back together.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna kick your ass!
That was me reconstructing myself.
I figured. Ignited is your turn then.
All right.
So
I wanna
just to
keep
run
going-
down, we got 6 demon hordes, 6 elephant things, and 5 cracks remaining, and a big mean knight.
5 cracks remaining.
if I move away
4
from the
screaming
night,
Brits, 3 dead guys, 2 burning buses, and 1 big black me motherfucker.
if I move away from the night, does he get an attack on me?
If what?
If I move away from the night, does he get an attack on me?
This game does not have attack of opportunities.
Cool. Because I should go for demon hordes. I'm gonna go for I guess a demon horde to try and get rid of a demon horde.
All right, go for that attack.
I wish I'd attacked the knight. I got another nat 20.
Yeah, that's fair. What's the DC on that?
30 now.
I don't know why I rolled. There's no way they could have gotten that.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'll say because you rolled a nat 20 that they are close enough to go for another one as part of your takedown.
Great. I'm gonna go for another one. 19.
What's the DC on that again?
25.
25. Boom, you take that out. And I will say for a final thing, you are close enough to get one of the demon elephants if you want to try your hand at them.
Yeah, I can try a demon elephant. What? Also 19.
19, that hits.
DC 25.
DC 25. All right, and you close one of them. Or I mean, sorry, I was reading the chat. You kill one of them, so...
Okay. And do they affect takedown or no?
They do, yeah, but there's
Okay.
nothing else close within range since you're using close attacks.
I'm not close enough. Am I close enough to close a portal?
That would take another standard action, so you'd have to use your hero point. Or
Okay.
take the fatigue, one or the other.
And I'm not close enough to the knight.
Correct, you moved away.
Right. Okay. Would I be able to close one of the portals with my ranged attack?
Yes, but it would take another standard action, so you'd
But it
either
would
need to
okay.
take
It would
fatigue
take
or use a
another.
hero point.
Okay. Crap. Okay. Well, I have moved by action. Can I at least move closer so that way I can
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move closer and then that'll be it.
All right, and then from the cracks fall 2 more hordes of demons. Say, luckily they've stopped seeming to spit out the demon elephant creatures, but they have spat more of that. And then the knight goes to attack you, Ignite.
Makes sense?
And it checks out.
And he swings wide. You know what? He swings again and he makes contact. Roll toughness check.
Yeah, have fun, bro. That's your bag.
26.
26. You just barely fend him off without taking any injury, and you both get a hero point.
Yeah, hero point. It's concerning.
Oh, man.
And Bone Man, it's your turn.
Bro, I'm about over these fucking portals. There's 5 of them.
Yep.
I'm taking the shots.
Yeah,
Alright.
sorry. I've been dealing with all the lower.
You're good. You're good. Don't sweat it. So the first one's a 26.
You know, it occurs to me that one of the things...
That's
you should
another
ask Dolores
26.
Sorry, 1 second before you continue on. One of the things you probably should ask Dolores for was communication equipment in hindsight.
Oh, that's fine. I got my cell phone.
So what
We
was
should have
your,
asked them for what?
communication equipment, like
Oh,
comms.
yeah.
What was your rolls, Brandon?
That's 2 26s.
Okay.
And then it's not as good. That's a unnatural 20.
Okay.
It's a fucking 14.
Okay.
And holy shit, that's a 19 on the dice.
All right. 4 of those
So that's a
hit.
28 altogether. With a 21 DC.
Okay. And that means 3 of them close, leaving you with 2 remaining.
Nice.
So can I second verse same as the first? Do what I did last turn, but with a multi-attack.
What did you do last turn? I forget.
I
Or...
extra efforted, but I ate the fatigue with a hero point. Can I do that with a multi-attack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm closing these fucking portals.
Understandable.
That's a natural 20, so...
That's super hits. In fact, I'm going to let that count for both of them. Let's
Nice.
see if my rolls beat your DC, but what's the DC again?
21. But I'm going to use the natural 20 thing to make that a 26.
All right. So you closed 1.
You stubborn piece of shit. You stubborn piece of shit.
Are you doing anything else?
I'll save that for next turn. I'm good. I got it down to 1. I'm happy.
I can try. Let me try to do it.
All right,
Bro, you got bigger dicks to suck right now.
It's the demon's turn, who all turn on you, Bone Man.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
They saw their friends vaporize when they touched me.
Hey guys, care for a joke? It's really humorous.
Looks like one of them hits you, so roll a toughness check.
All right, the coccyx.
Shit. I just rolled a 2.
Yikes.
That's a 13 altogether. You know what? I've got 1 more hero point.
Okay.
There's a whole lot more demon. That's a fucking 6.
But
Oh,
remember,
but
with
because
hero
it's
point-
yep. So that's actually gonna be a 27 altogether then.
All right, you avoid getting damaged. Or actually, let's just say they tore you apart like the fucking elephant did, but you just form back together.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Not amusing.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Not
And you use-
humorous.
And you
My
use your hero
bones won't
point.
feel right for 3 days.
And, wow, don't make fun of Bone Man's accent. That was your last hero point, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. The demon elephants, meanwhile, do go for you, IgKnight.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
fair.
about to say that would be a really funny time for the demon elephants to go. No more hero points. All right, so Bone Man.
So they miss. You're lucky.
Yeah.
IgKnight, it is your turn.
Okay. How many demon hordes am I close to, and can I set it up so that at the end I can be close to either the portal or the knight?
The portal is far up in the air above everything, so it's not near anyone right now.
Okay.
The knight you could get closer to with some combat maneuvering.
Okay. So I'm gonna do some combat maneuvering, and yeah. How many hordes can I try and take out on the way there?
3.
3? Okay. Well, the first one's a 26 to hit.
That hits. I'm just gonna
DC is
roll all
25.
3. Just roll all 3 now.
Okay. 29 and 24.
And what's the DC again?
25.
And yeah, you are able to slay all 3 of them.
Cool. I'm gonna go for a big attack on the knight then.
All right, so are you going to use not till afterwards, but you're going to use a hero point to negate the fatigue then?
Oh, I thought I was able to set it up so that I could get to him.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I misunderstood, but yeah. All right. Let's just have you go with it then.
No, I can use a hero point. That's okay.
No. Again, if I did not explain well enough, that makes sense.
Okay.
Save the hero point, silly.
Yeah, I'll save the hero point. I'm gonna.
What are you doing?
25 to hit.
25 hits. DC again.
25.
Okay. And sorry, second.
No, you're good.
All right. He takes a couple slices as you again pierce through the flesh. You get the weird oozing green blood, and he's finally starting to seem a little more affected by what you're doing.
Okay. He's
Like
still
slowing
standing?
down. He's still standing, but he's slowing down significantly.
Okay.
Do you do anything else?
You know what? I have 2 hero points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for another attack on him, and use 5 points of all-out attack and 5 points of power attack.
All right. All right.
That's a 29 to hit.
That hits. DC.
DC would be 30, I think, because I trade attack bonus for effect bonus, and then a defense for attack, right? Yeah,
Yep.
so 30.
All right. Your blade turns blue as you slice down, cutting deep into his shoulder, like almost to the chest. And he gurgles up some of this green blood from his mouth plate on his mask.
Hot.
And he falls to a knee, but he's still staying upright as you pull the blade out from him.
Okay.
All right. And that's your turn then?
That's my turn.
All right. Another horde of demons falls through the final portal. I'm going to give you both a hero point.
Concerning.
As it goes to Bone Man's turn.
So I kind of want to keep that last portal open because even before I read Wiki's comment, I was thinking to myself, well, we're going to need to go to hell eventually. So let's keep the door open.
I'm so tempted to go, like, so bad, but...
Well, I plan on heading there within, like, the next couple of turns. But first things first, now that this big spooky fellow's looking pretty fucked up, be a real shame if someone stuck a bone arrow right between his big dumb eyes, now wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I keep rolling 17s tonight. 31,
That hits. What's the DC?
21.
Okay. And he takes another. You see, like a couple of these arrows are now sticking out of him. Like these ones are actually starting to make an impact and stick. He's looking pretty worse for wear now.
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Is that your turn then?
You know what? I have super speed. I promise you I can close the distance between me and him, so I'm gonna my way over there.
Okay. All right. So you're now near him.
Yeah.
It's the demon's turn, and they go to attack you.
Yeah.
What? Sorry. It's 19 for your parry plus 10?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One of those attacks hits then, so roll a toughness check.
That's gonna be 27. 16 plus 11.
27, so nope, you don't take any damage. You are crafty little fucker. One of the elephants goes to attack you, IgKnight.
Mm-hmm.
Misses, so...
Right?
Alright, and IgKnight, it's your turn then.
Okay. How many hordes of demons are left?
4 hordes of demons, 5 elephants, and big guy, and 1 crack remaining.
Okay. So... How many hordes of demons? Could I get all 4 hordes of demons or all the elephants?
Yeah, they're close enough. I'd say that you'd be able to get whichever one of those 2 you want, or a combination thereof, but definitely not all 9.
Right. Okay.
What's your plan, Stan?
How bad does the knight look?
The knight's looking pretty bad. Yeah, I would say yeah. Again, you cut into him. He's got a bunch of arrows sticking out of him. He's got some gurgling blood going on.
I mean,
All
I
right.
could handle the knight, but I would also hate to kill your bebeg.
Yeah, no, I know. All right, we're going for all-out attack, power attack on the knight.
Okay.
5 points of each. This die is rolling incredibly well. I got another nat 20.
Let's fucking go.
All right. So what's that bring the DC to?
35?
I also rolled a nat 20.
Well, you know what? I feel like that was due.
That's fair. I've been rolling pretty good tonight,
Yeah.
but that was 35.
Yeah.
All right. So he's pretty fucked up right now. Is that the end of your turn?
No, I want to take this knight down. I'm using a hero point and going at it again.
All right.
5 more power attack, 5 more all-out attack.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Let me suggest a technique I witnessed once. Pull a shotgun from your armor.
I don't have that. That is 26.
I need you to know how disappointed I am that this fucker hasn't pulled a shotgun from his chest yet.
26.
Okay.
But that's fine, because that means that the next time I DM one of these fucking things, I can bring back Shotgun Knight.
You slice into him, like, you pretty much have almost cleaved one of his arms off, and he looks so, like, it just, again, the amount of green, pussy blood is coming out of him is just so unnerving and unnatural.
He's still up?
He is still up. I rolled a 19.
I'm just gonna kick him in the chin next turn.
And also, are you using a hero point to negate the fatigue?
Yeah,
Yeah, he already said that.
Oh, I missed that. My mistake.
So I'm down to 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, if he burns a second hero point, you can for sure kill this fucker.
Yeah. But then I wouldn't have a hero point. Oh, yeah, fuck it. I'm doing it again.
All right.
5 points of all-out attack, 5 points of power attack. I'm killing this knight. That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
DC is 30.
Or see, if you roll Buku high again, just remember I know where you live.
He looks so fucked up. You actually lopped off the arm this time.
Are you kidding me? He's still up.
Callan, I'm sorry. I'm stabbing him right between the fucking eyes next turn.
I'm not taking the fatigue because I'm not missing the portal again.
No, that's fair. We will tag team is back again. Whenever the second line of that song is, whoop, there it is.
So,
whoop, there.
More demons flow through the final portal.
I don't give a dead moose's last shit about that. There's other heroes in this city.
He raises his remaining arm and stump out and absorbs a bunch of them into himself.
I hate you. RC, I hate you so much right now.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So there are no more demons than there were previously.
But the knight has healed himself, hasn't he?
He does, however. The knight then, however.
I might have a wacky idea.
Bone Man, roll a dodge check.
Fuck. This might interfere with my wacky idea.
I hate this.
Oh, shit. That's 12.
He smashes you with his gauntlet, sending you flying across like the block. And when you land, you notice that the remaining demons have all started fleeing the area towards the London branch.
Oh, crap.
Oh, God damn it.
Bone Man, it is your turn.
I wanted to take out the cool guy. Fuck!
And I scurry toward,
All right, there's 4 demon hordes left, plus the 5 elephants.
I mean, I'm assume that, like, while I'm sprinting toward... I'm trying to get into the London branch to figure out what the fuck they're going for at this point. And I guess I'm stabbing whoever I can with my rapier on the way.
How many hordes are you attempting? Like, are you attempting to do a multi-attack, or...?
I mean, yeah, if I could do that while I'm scurrying about.
You have to go through all of them to get to the London branch.
All right.
How many are you attempting to attack?
How many elephant hordes are there?
5.
I will try to take. Fuck it, dude. I'll try to take out all of them. I don't give a shit. I'm
Alright.
hardcore.
Go for it.
Well, you're not
Okay,
hardcore
yeah, that's-
unless you live hardcore.
And that's just going to be the +9 that I've had doing that math. Yeah, so that's just what I'm used to. 18 for the first one.
Okay.
Let's fucking go. 25.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
18 again. Whoa, almost lost it. And that is about a 22.
All of those hit.
Let's go. 21 DC on all of them, baby.
Yeah, you slice through all of them, just taking them down at the kneecaps each time. And they kind of, how do I describe it? When they fall, they almost kind of turn into like an ashy material on the ground.
I imagine this could be because you've established that I'm literally 2D, but I imagine that mixed with the fact that I have super speed, this has to be playing out like a Smiling Friends bit.
Yeah, a little bit. All right.
Especially if they're just exploding into ashy nothingness. I can picture this so clearly in my head.
So you reach the London branch and go through the main doors, and you see a bunch of the demons have gotten inside, and they're trying to kind of pile up to get at Marvin as he's just kind of flapping his wings to stay stationary, and the other ones seem to be kind of playing around with the runes and the stones on the ground from earlier.
Pokey Bear, what the fuck?
I believe they are trying to activate it.
Well,
I'm
that's...
trying to stop them, but I have never been the most combat-oriented.
Sweet Pokey Bear, you did your best and I love you. Let Daddy handle this.
I never pictured Bone Man. Nope, I don't. Nope, never mind.
I'm a skeleton.
I'm gonna stop talking.
He is, in fact, a skeleton, folks. All right.
Bone Daddy. The Bone
I
Daddy
hate it.
cometh.
Nope, I hate it. Nope, I hate it.
Well, it's canon now.
Anyway. So, are you doing anything? I thought you were
That's the end of my turn, isn't it?
Okay, I'm just making sure. You have a hero point?
No, I am hanging on to that for an emergency or something really, really neat.
All right. And Ignite, because you're the only one outside now, you see more of the demons have flowed through the portal. And
Yeah,
I'm going to give each of
agree
you a
with
hero
you.
point.
This is the most. This is concerning. This is concerning.
And
Okay.
now it's the knight's turn, who, while he still is covered in the greenish ooze blood, his one arm reformed. He doesn't look like he still has like so many wounds across him and so much blood on him that he looks injured, but he looks just slightly more stationary. And the fact that his arm grew back, that's really
you have
two
got
things.
to be kidding me.
And he goes to slice at you, and he misses.
Okay.
Bone Man, it's your turn.
How many of these demons am I surrounded by? Like, how many hordes
There
are
are
there?
there are 5 hordes of them in here.
Wait,
Or sorry, there's 4 hordes in here and 1 outside now.
RC, did you skip my turn?
Did I?
Well, the knight normally goes before me. Bone Man ran to the thing. Demons attacked.
No, but I mean, if I chat, did I?
I think he might have.
Okay, I'll go back to you because yeah, it's technically supposed to be you and then the cracks and then the knight. Knight.
Yeah.
I should be clear. Knight is first in the initiative.
Right.
Yeah, because I just went, and Callan
Okay,
hasn't
then yeah,
gone.
so yeah, good point. All right, Ignite, it's your turn then.
Okay.
Yeah, he just got a hero point.
I have
but
a
he
question
didn't get
about
to go.
multi-attack.
Mm-hmm.
Can I multi-attack the same target?
Yes. So when you multi-attack the same target, you roll an attack check, and if your success, it's by how many degrees of success you have. So like if you're 5 above the target or 10 above the target, you get a bonus towards your. DC
Okay,
then.
so it's based on my D. Okay,
Well, it's based on your roll. Your
my
attack.
roll and okay, I understand.
You said based on your D.
I was gonna say DC, but then RC stopped me. But yeah, I
Made
understand.
it funny.
All right. Yeah, 5 points of all-out attack, 5 points of power attack. I'm taking down this knight.
All right.
25 to hit.
And he goes to like move out of the way, but you extend your sword just fast enough to cut him in the throat, and he's kind of gurgling the blood. And he lands forward on one knee. What do you do?
Teabag.
The king is dead. Long live the king. And I just chop off his head.
And his head goes flying off, and the body falls to the ground, and the blood flows, creating an odd green oozing pattern on the ground.
Oh, come on.
And is that your turn?
Is it an action to roll expertise occult to see if I realize what this pattern is?
Go for it.
Cool.
You recognize it as ancient Nordic ruins. It reads, ouch.
22.
You just see when you stare at it long enough, you get the sense that you destroyed whatever magic was holding him together, but he's been dead for a long time.
Okay.
And is that your turn then?
I mean, I'll move to run after Bone Man, but yes,
Okay.
that's my turn.
Okay, yeah, we'll say you make it most of the way back to the London branch then, and then the rest of your turn. So yeah, since the knight technically already went in this out of order initiative, Bone Man, it's your turn now.
Okay, so you said there were 5 groups. Would I be able to flip them all?
4 of them are in the branch that you could reach. The rest of them, the other last one's outside.
Then I will go for 4 and have an extra +1 to my attacks that I've been used to lately. This is lovely. That's going to be a 22.
Okay.
28, 14, and 26.
26, those all hit.
DC 21. Really? Oh, I'm not going to complain.
What was the lowest one? Maybe I misheard.
14, I think.
Oh, sorry, 3 of them hit.
Why the fuck did I say something? Why the fuck did I say something? Why the fuck did I say
Why?
something?
Why did you say something?
So yeah, you take out 3 of them, but you do have takedown.
Well then, yeah, I'm taking down 4 of them. What the fuck? That's a 29 with a
Okay.
DC of 21.
And you blast the last of them away.
What else is there to say except
Baba Booey.
I've been resisting it the whole time.
I knew that was coming down.
I
was
waited
good.
almost 2.5 hours.
No.
Had you,
that was
had you
perfect.
resisted better, things might have gone well for you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the last demon horde runs in and swipes at Marvin.
Not my sweet Pookie Bear.
Luckily, they miss.
Not his sweet Pookie Bear.
All right,
Baba Booey.
IgKnight, it's your turn.
Okay.
You make it back to the London branch if that's where you're heading.
Okay.
There's one horde of demons in the street and cracks in the sky. A crack in the sky still.
Cool. I'm gonna take out the last demon horde.
Okay.
Hot.
27 to hit. DC 25.
Okay. Yeah, you take out this last demon horde. As the sky crackles, and you see the portal above begin to close.
Can I make it?
Let's roll an athletics or an acrobatics check. Bone Man, what are you doing? Did you say anything to Bone Man?
Portal's closing. Thanks for the help, Bone Man. I hope this counts as duty over love. I'm running. Goodbye.
The fuck? No, that's fine. I wasn't planning on going with you or anything.
Come with me, then. We have to leave now.
My husbando is still getting. Did he kill the ones that got my husbando?
Yeah.
Marvin, Pookie, I'll be back after work. Yeah.
Good luck, you two. And I guess we'll roll some athletics or acrobatics checks, whichever are better.
I love you.
Wait, I have that one hero point. Is there some way I can enhance this roll with a hero point?
Would you? I mean, you
I
can
haven't
reroll.
rolled. I haven't rolled yet, and I'm afraid.
So no, there's not. You can
Okay.
use to reroll though.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
26.
Okay.
I'm afraid. I got 22 or 23. I did my math wrong. 23.
What do you want to do?
Jump in the portal.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, the
that,
fuck?
motherfucker. Do you want to? Are you said you're worried about the number? Did you want to?
I'm worried. No, I mean I don't. I rolled a 15. I don't think I'm gonna roll better.
If you roll a 9, it becomes a 19. But
Don't fall for it.
No, I'm gonna. Oh my god. Oh, Wiki, don't put that in my head right now, please.
God, that would be so funny.
Please don't put that in my head. I'm just gonna stick with the number.
well, you've made your choice about love and duty. You defended London, your home. You tried to put
this.
right Dolar Zara. As you jump up into the sky, you both begin to feel the light of Odin leaving you.
Shit. No, this seems like it's gonna be cool.
As Oliver, you make it through, Oliver, you make it through the portal, but you're kind of suspended midair with your arm reaching down. As Boneman looks like he might be a little short of reaching this the goal. Would you like to roll an athletics check to try and catch him?
Yeah. I mean, he's helped me through all of this. I have to save him. That's a nat 20.
And you grab onto his bony hand, and there's a bit of a rattle as you catch him, and you heave him up through the portal as it closes behind you.
Yeah.
I hope I earned my name. Guess we're in this together, Bone Man.
I fucking hate portals.
Oh, me too.
Ow. So what is this, hell?
Does it look like hell?
It looks like it looks like you're in a cave, but there is fire elements all over around you. Odd cracks in the wall, and when you come around a corner, you see it opens into a big, kind of open valley. And in the distance, you can see what looks to be some kind of ceremony going on with vampires who appear to be doing some kind of sacrifice.
Oh yeah, I've been in one of these before. This is one of the hells.
Oh, good. Great. Never thought I'd be happy to see vampires doing rituals.
Why are we stoked about that?
Because it means we're not on a... I mean, I guess it doesn't mean we're not on the normal plane, but this is likely another plane of existence, and hopefully the one where everyone else is.
Have you never been near a large amount of vampires?
I have.
Alright, I was about to say, you
But
live in the UK. Glasgow is right there.
They usually run away or just die.
And
They
in
don't
terms
like
of
fire.
a volume, you would say this is like a couple hundred together doing this ceremony. And
This
you're
is
at a
probably the
you're at a
most
decent
I've seen,
distance.
I mean, this is about as many as in Glasgow.
This is the most I've seen it once. Is there anything else around? Do I notice a giant spider woman?
You see nothing of familiarity, though in the distance you notice a large citadel. And that is where we end tonight. As we have finished doing House Van Helsing through the fire and flames.
On the cold winter morning, the bowman he mends a bone.
Let's try something else. House Van Helsing uses Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. Use our link in the show notes to get your own copy of the game. Tonight, Bone Man was played by
Me.
Brandon. And Oliver Kenway, aka IgKnight, played by
Him.
Me. Oh.
Callan. You can find links to their accounts in the show notes as well. This episode was written, produced, and forced through a demon portal by myself, R.C. Byler.
Again.
For music by Pope Brandon Brownson. Additional social media posts, episodes, and lore documents can be found on our website at masksandmayhem.com.
See, that would have been a cool moment to say Oliver Pendragon and just have excitement, but
Nobody said you're a Pendragon yet. Don't get ahead of yourself.
that's
boy.
fair. Nobody said I was a Pendragon yet. That would have been
Do we want to take a quick moment and debrief?
Sure.
sure.
How do we feel tonight, folks?
Good. I'm in hell.
Cool.
And
I'm really
that
glad I
feels
took
good.
this time to debrief with you to get some one-word answers.
I feel good. I feel good. I'm in hell. And I feel good. That's not a sentence I thought I'd ever say. But you know, I'm glad I'm in hell.
I definitely did not think I was going to stick through the adventure as long as it looks like I'm going to, but I also didn't realize that that was us wrapping up, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Bone Man is now in hell. Wait, you can finally get your foot race with Arachne.
Yeah, so, I mean, and do we want to go, like, behind the scenes a little bit here?
Let's take a couple more minutes before we wrap. Yeah. Say whatever you want to say.
So before this, me and RC had talked, and RC was like, "Yeah, if this ends up becoming a two-parter, I think it would be like really thematically appropriate if Callan like did the second part on his own." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool." But me looking at the clock and knowing how long we were going to keep going for, and also knowing that usually RC says something in the private chat when we're getting close-ish to wrapping. I didn't think that was the finale, or else I would not have been so eager to jump in the portal. And now I realize I've rustled your Jim Jamborees just a bit, but
I mean, yeah.
I get to play Bone Man again, so I'm not
Your
complaining.
Jim Jamborees more than mine, because now you have to be around to do another one.
That's fine. This was fun, and I like playing Bone Man. How often am I going to get this opportunity?
So are we doing another one where I have to find the crew in hell? I guess. Okay.
Well, here's the thing, Callan. You were never going to find them this episode.
No, obviously.
Yeah, because they need to go through their adventure without you.
Right.
At least
I'm a
at least
skeleton.
one. Who's this? Thanks, pal. We know.
Yeah.
So but now you're not.
They're gonna get their own adventure.
I'm sad. Skeleton.
And then there's gonna be an adventure.
Masks of Mayhem is some mutants.
Then there's gonna be an adventure with the three of them and the two of us, with the group back together.
Dude, it's gonna be really fucked when it's gonna be really fucked up when the inevitable Bone Man Beowulf stream happens.
So I do want to take a moment. What did you think about the appearance of Odin?
That popped me huge. Popped me huge.
I was not expecting that at all.
Chat, what did you think about the appearance of Odin?
Like, I knew for a fact it wasn't going to be who we were trying to summon, but I wasn't expecting Onin.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't going to be who we were trying to summon, but...
Like, I don't know how deep you are RC into Arthurian lore, but weirdly enough, I was expecting, like, Gwendolyn.
Yeah, I was saying I'm not familiar enough with I mean, to be fair, I'm not really that familiar with Nordic mythology either.
Yeah, I definitely was expecting some sort of Arthurian character at least, but
Essentially,
Well-
there was 3 layers. To pull back the curtain, there was 3 layers. There was you are successful and get exactly who you're trying to get. You get Odin, and you get someone who will help, but is actually detrimental to your time.
You know who would have been hype as the last option? Dionysus.
Yeah, Dionysus
Oh.
would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been.
Dionysus would have been so good. Then it would have given me an excuse to bust that voice out.
I say that's probably the biggest reason why it wasn't, because you're already in the game.
That's fine. We've done that before.
Yeah, and edited things.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm good at my job.
Wiki, let's be real here. No god is worse than Zeus.
God, I'm so sorry, but within the court of Igor exists Stab Babycles. You'll never guess what he.
I don't know what.
He's the god of property tax, real motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's no other better note to end on. I think that's gonna be it. So,
Stab Babycles.
Good. Our ending note is Stab Babycles, which
All right,
weirdly enough is just Hercules.
say goodnight. Heroes.
This episode was written, produced, and sacrificed to Stab Babycles by R.C. Byler.
With production assistance by Pope Brandon Brownson, it would seem.
Power
Good night,
was just
heroes.
here. Good night, heroes.